Without further ado let's do it shall we กลับครับเชิญครับเอาละครับตอนนี้เวทีพร้อมแล้วนะครับทุกคนครับส่งเสียงดังๆ ladies and gentlemen big round of applause for the Iron Mike Tyson Pira
Sit down, buddy. Wow. I would never think that I would be sitting next to Mike Tyson. I remember being, I think I was 6, 7 years old. You remember this Nintendo, the first Nintendos that ever came out?
Punch Out.
Yeah, Punch Out, that was the name, yeah. And I remember sitting there every single day and I was trying to go through all these different characters and to finally meet you in the end. And honestly, I never won.
Me either.
It's a great honor having you here, Mike.
Thank you very much.
I met you in Las Vegas not long ago, and it's an honor to welcome you back to Bangkok. This is not the first time you're here?
My third time.
Third time now.
Yeah.
What did you do the first time you were here?
I shot the movie Hangover 2 here.
You did?
Yeah.
Have everyone seen that movie? Raise your hand. How did you enjoy doing a movie, Mike?
I had a good time. That was my first movie I did here. Then I did another movie here called The Kickboxer.
And that was here as well, or?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, but unfortunately, you're leaving pretty soon, and hopefully
Tomorrow, yeah.
tomorrow, busy schedule, I guess. And yeah, I remember that we contacted you, and I asked you, can you come to Bangkok and can you be on my seminar here and be a motivational speaker and answer a couple of questions? So what did you say yes to an offer like this to be here with us today?
Hey, no, I'd love to just be somewhere where someone would listen to my story and pick up some pointers from my stories and get inspired by my stories. You know what I mean? Because I listen to some of your stories and it's very inspirational.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. And as you know, we're all come from different backgrounds and we have different successes. And Mike, he wanted to become a champion, and he became a champion in a very young age. And when did you start boxing, Mike?
I was 12 years old. I met my mentor named Custy Amato from another gentleman who was teaching me how to box. And he wanted to take me to the next level. And so we met Custy Amato, and he was a great fight trainer. And he trained me from 12 till I was 19.
So you started at 12, and you became the heavyweight champion of the world at 20 years old.
Yes.
And you still hold that record as today, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. When did you know that boxing was something you wanted to do for the rest of your
When
life?
I was 14 years old, I was watching Roberto Duran, and I watched some old Muhammad Ali fights. And I had met Muhammad Ali on one occasion when I was 11 years old. And I said, wow, I want to be like him. That set my goals on to becoming a heavyweight champion when I first saw Muhammad Ali.
Great.
I wanted to be like him, yes.
So you always had someone, you had a role model, you saw these legends in front of you, and you knew that I want to be like them in the future.
Yes, I knew it would be hard work and everything, so I was ready to, from the task at hand.
And how long did you have to train to become a champion? I mean, were you training 1 time a week, 2 times a week, or?
Well, I trained every day.
Every single day,
Yeah,
from 12 years
Sunday.
old? From Monday to Sunday?
Yes.
How many times a day?
Probably 3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Yes.
And there you go. It's the same that we're trying to teach a lot of other people. Success, it doesn't happen overnight. You need to train hard, and you need to work hard on it. And it's the same with a person that wins an Olympic medal, or like Mike Tyson,
Exactly.
who won the belt. I mean, it's hard work, but if you enjoy what you do, that time will not, it doesn't matter. That time will pass anyway, because you're enjoying every single second until you see that final goal that you want to reach, right?
Absolutely. You know, you have to visualize. I visualized every day as a young kid. I visualized winning the championship, having the belt, living the life as a champion and stuff. At a young age, I always visualized that stuff. I never went out and never did anything deterred me from my goal.
So you were visualizing being a champion already at young age, right?
Yes, very much so.
And could you see that in your mind? You could picture yourself having the belt around you.
Absolutely. You know, you have to visualize that in your life. You have to set a goal for yourself and accomplish that goal. And that's been my goal ever since I was a little kid, to become champion of the world.
And when did you really believe that you could become a champion of the
When I
world?
was 14, because I won the World Junior Championship, the amateur championship at a young age as well. And I was very successful as a fighter at a young age, and I did real well.
Dude. And how do you prepare yourself before a fight? I mean, you met so many people on stage. Do you have some rituals or some mental thinking, or do you visualize your fight before it happens? What do you do before you actually go up in the ring?
I believe that I'm the best fighter in the world from my past performances that helped me prove that I'm the best in the world. And I know when I go on the stage, I'm going to do really well. I look forward to going on the stage and fighting.
Did you ever feel fear before
Oh,
coming?
absolutely, yeah. You feel fear, but I look at that as my goal to win. You know, you have to have that kind of fear. If you don't have that fear, you won't be excited enough. You have to have that stuff. It's all part of the action, being afraid and overcoming your fear and becoming successful. And it's part of everything that goes into the bucket of success.
There you go. Even the great Mike Tyson, even he could feel fear. But he took action. That's what we've been talking about all day today. Most people, they have dreams, they have goals, they have visions, something they want to do in life and do them. And we all have fears inside of us. But you see the people who take action, they take the steps, they still do it. That's where real success comes in, right?
Absolutely. You have to step forward. You have to make that step. You have to believe in yourself and have a great deal of confidence. I always had confidence. My manager and my trainer, he instilled confidence in me at a young age.
And he was always by your side and
Always,
teaching you.
yes.
He was your role model.
Never left me.
Right. And what advice can you give people that are battling failures and are actually not coming anywhere in life? Well, what would you tell them? How to overcome it? How to turn that around?
Yes, start believing in yourself and having confidence in yourself and belief, because confidence breeds success. The more confident you are, the more successful you become. And success breeds confidence. They both go hand in hand.
It's true. So as we spoke about earlier, failures are good in life. I mean, failures are there to teach you something, right?
Absolutely. You should never get discouraged from failures. You know, at times I lost, I've been knocked out before, but I never was discouraged, and I continued to go on, and I became very successful even after failures.
And what are you doing now, Mike? I mean, you boxed the whole of your life, and how do you spend your days now?
I do whatever I want now. I have this great cannabis company that I opened up called Tyson Ranch, and that's really something special. I really look forward to that stuff. That's my cartoons.
There you go.
I have a podcast called Bite the Mic and stuff.
Would like to listen to that one day, yeah? So now you're having a cannabis farm in California.
Yeah, that's pretty
And how
awesome.
is that going?
It's going pretty good.
I was hearing backstage a little bit. You're actually converting it to a theme park almost.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a cannabis resort. And it's gonna have lakes, and it's gonna have palms, it's gonna have glamping, it's gonna have even little campers where you can come out there and hang out. You have little studio apartments there and everything. It's really gonna be. You have it's gonna be like it's gonna have concerts there as well. It's gonna be the Kind concert.
Yep.
It's really gonna be pretty awesome.
Can I hold a seminar there?
Yeah, you can. That'd be pretty awesome.
That would be great. I would love to have a seminar in a cannabis farm. I love the idea. We were looking at the plans just backstage, and I was amazed that the place is over 400 hectares that they're building. So it's going to be a cannabis farm with cabins, with lakes, with rivers. You're going to have these wave things from the pools
Yes.
and all that, and people can actually come there and stay there on the farm and do whatever they like and go around and smoke how much as they want.
Yeah.
Well, please invite me as soon as it's done, and I'll be the first one to try it out.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
And also, at 20 years old, then you went down on 44 fights.
Yeah.
And 40 of them were on direct knockouts, right?
Excuse me?
40 of the 44 fights, you ended up knocking people out.
Yes.
That's amazing, yeah? And Is it any fight that you remember inside of yourself that you were a bit more afraid, or you had this a bit? Oh, that
No,
guy
I was
is.
afraid of them, all of them.
You were afraid of all of them.
Yeah, all of them. I wouldn't fight if I wasn't afraid. I have to have that feeling. That feeling just is illuminating. It's just liberating. That feeling of fear.
Yeah. But how do you convert that fear into action, or into actually trying to win? Because a lot of people have that fear and it stops them from doing
So
something.
I look at it like this. I look at fear like a fire. If you're afraid of fire and you can't control it, it can burn you and everything around you and destroy you. But if you learn to control fire, it can cook for you, it can heat your room up, it can take care of you. You know, it's just all the perspective of it, not being afraid of it, and just being able to control it. You can be afraid of anything, but as long as you're in control of the situation, everything is good. Fear is not, but it's a feeling.
It is. There you go, guys. The next slide also. And we went back to the movie The Hangover. How did you get into, after boxing, getting to being an actor in that movie The Hangover? I mean, how did it all started?
My agent picked me for that movie. He took my movie to Todd Phillips, who was the director of the movie, and he showed them my movie that I did another movie and said, take Mike, and he took me, and it turned out to be a great movie.
I love that. I love that movie. I remember I saw it not long ago again, and I love that part when they're actually stealing your tiger.
Yeah, oh God.
You didn't look very happy by that.
They're good guys.
Yeah. Where are your tigers now, Mike?
They're in a sanctuary now. They got too big and too old.
All right, so they passed
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
All right. Are you getting any more tigers to the
No,
farm?
no, not too many.
Okay.
I have little kids. They can't be around little kids.
All right. Well, it must be pretty cool to have. How long did you have the tigers?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
You're not afraid being around that big kind of
No, I
animals?
raised them from their mother. I had their mothers when they were babies too.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
they were probably more afraid than you anyway.
Yeah, they were.
You also, except your farm, do you have any other plans to tour, to go to other countries, to speak and talk about your
Absolutely.
story? And
Yeah, I do that all the time.
you do, yeah?
Yeah.
And how do you feel to empower others and give back of a lot of advice that you have from your career, your success, your winnings?
I go on my shows like this, my symposiums. I talk to the people, and the first thing they say, they things that they never knew about me. Like some of them never knew I had a tiger to The Hangover and stuff. And a lot of people never knew I was actually a fighter to watching The Hangover. They only thought I was an actor. Yeah.
How can they not know you were a fighter? I
They
mean, the
don't,
whole
some of
world
them were
knows
too
who you
young.
are.
They were too young to watch me fight, but they watched The Hangover, so they never saw me fight before. So they thought I'm just an actor. It was really wild.
And how was it to make a movie? Was it hard? I mean, was
I've
it
made
fun?
quite a few movies, and it's pretty fun.
It is, yeah?
Yeah, I had a good time. Yeah.
Sometimes I have problems to remembering all the lines that you have to remember.
No,
all the
I
speak-
just love that stuff.
That was pretty easy for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, next time, please invite me. I would like to be in your movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and also you just signed a deal to your life story for a motion pictures with Paramount Distribution Company, right?
Yes.
Jamie Foxx, if you all know what it is, one of the famous actors. And he's going to play you in Iconic Film Director, yeah?
Yes.
And when is that being released?
Probably next year they're gonna start working on it.
All right. And what's the name of that movie?
I don't know the name of it. No.
Not yet.
Not
All
yet.
right. That's up to come. And also, I need to read all these questions here as well. So, your one-man show were produced under the company you share with your wife, yeah?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little about that? How
that's-
is it working with your wife?
It's pretty awesome working with my wife. You know, sometimes when we're talking and stuff, she gets mad on set because I'm talking too much in the set, and she has to make me come back.
All right.
You know, but it's good.
And she's not here with us today, no?
No, it's too long of a flight.
It is.
Yeah.
She was supposed to come, and I would love to meet her in the future as well, so hopefully in the farm.
I hope so too.
And what's next after that movie? Do you have any steps next for your production company?
Yeah, we have another movie that we're shooting called Rolling with the Punches. It's more like a sitcom. It's more like Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of a show, where it's unscripted, where we just on there, we just shooting the show.
All right. Well, please have a word for Mike. He's going to be on TV and his production company and movies and all that. And I look forward to follow even your next step in life and your success that is about to come.
Thank you very much.
With all that, yeah. And many people here today, they don't know that you're also an author. You wrote a book.
Yeah, it's called Undisputed Truth.
Undisputed Truth.
Yes, and it talks basically about my life and how I grew up and how I became a fighter and how I stopped fighting. I became an actor and I became an author and how I became the book writer and all this kind of stuff. Law and Order. I guess that's all the stuff I was in. Her Scary Movie, Black and White, Meet the Black, It Man 3, The Hangover, Hangover 2, Kickboxer, How I Met Your Mother. Wow, Superhuman, Law and Order.
You see what you've done?
Yeah, bro, I did a lot of stuff, huh?
Tell me about book writing, because I'm also writing a book. I just finished my book. It took 8 months to write it, and sometimes
Yeah,
I couldn't find all the text or chapters I want to write, but it took a long time.
Sometimes it was tough writing some of the stuff, because it bring back a lot of bad memories, and you say, oh God, I don't want to think about this no more. Because the guy asks you about this, he asks you about your first marriage, and that was really horrible. You know, you got the gold digger wife and stuff.
Well,
oh man, it was just wild. Me and my gold digger wife, and I'm just only 21, 22, and I'm going through a bad divorce. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to fight and can't fight because it's just hectic to your mind. It was really crazy. Had to go to court with it. Oh, it was really nuts.
well, we all fall down sometimes. It's up and down, right? But we have to
Yeah,
stand
but I
up.
look
So.
at it really all fun stuff though.
How long did it take to write the whole book?
Oh man, probably 18 months.
It took that long, eh?
Yeah.
And how did you do that? Because did you record it, or you wrote it by hand, or
Well, I had to have somebody record it.
you used that technique as
Yeah,
well?
I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I found that helped me a lot also, because sometimes it's hard to just sit and write and all that. So please, if you haven't read the book, Undisputed Truth by Mike Tyson, I recommend you to read it. It's a fantastic book about his life, autobiography and life, and how he went from nothing to becoming a world champion. So I encourage you to do it. I love the book. I'm going to read it
Thank
again.
you very much.
And like I said, you've always been a legend and a big idol to me as well. And you also have a podcast, right, that we
Yeah.
spoke about, and that's the Smoking Mick. What is it about? Tell us a little bit.
Well, it's about people coming on the show, and you can smoke on the show. So we're on the show smoking and just talking and smoking, and it's pretty awesome.
When am I coming?
Anytime, trust me, you're welcome anytime you come.
Awesome,
It'll
sounds
be
great.
really awesome. It's really awesome. The camp is really nice. You sit there, you're smoking, we're talking.
All right. Fantastic guy. You're a father now.
Yes.
How did that change your life after becoming a father, Mike?
Hey, a lot of responsibilities, you know, a lot of responsibilities to look out for the kids, and it's my responsibility to look out for them, and I look forward to it. You know, it's really fun stuff, being a responsible parent.
It is.
Yeah.
I have a daughter, and when I got my daughter, my life changed. I found some inner drive. I found that fire inside of me, and it was not about me anymore. It was about someone else. And she's actually here today, my little daughter. Say hello.
Hey!
And like you said, it's a lot of discipline. You have to take care about someone else and stuff. So do you feel that it have changed you for a better person?
I believe so, yes. I believe so.
Yes. How old are your kids now?
Well, I have 3 young ones. They're my youngest kids. There's one that's 8, there's one that's 11, there's one that's 16.
So 3 now already.
Yeah, 3 young ones. The other ones are older adults. They're grown.
All right. But they're all living with you now, or?
Well, they live different places, but they all come visit me.
Okay, that's great. And what do you do with them? I mean, in your spare time, what do you like?
We go out, we go out to eat, we have fun, we have parties, we have to go travel together. We're really a connected family.
Great. Well, I think family part, and also is that what we talked about before, balance in life. It's not always about money. It's about enjoying the time you can with the people you love. That's the memories you're gonna remember.
That's all you're gonna have. That's all that's gonna really matter at the end.
It does. I will also believe that. I mean, when we get old, we're not gonna remember all the money we made, or all the cars we had, or all the houses we built and all that. The most important life is to help others and create great memories in life. That is what we're gonna remember when our time is over, right? And that's what we
Absolutely.
always
The great
have to strive
memories.
to achieve. So,
Always look forward to the great memories.
exactly, that's very part of that. And also helping others. I mean, I teach in my book a lot of it, something I call the law of giving, and I always believe that whatever you want in life, make sure you give it first. If you want happiness, make sure to make other people happy. If it's success you want, help other people become successful. And if you love you want, make sure to love yourself first so you can give that unto others. How do you see about that philosophy? Do you give to unto others and you
have
believe
to
in it?
give. In order to get, you have to give. You know what I mean? That's what I always grew up learning. To receive, you have to give. And I feel giving is so much more, you know what I mean? It's just so much fulfilling than, you know what I mean, it's taking. Because I used to have a lot of stuff before, I used to have for myself, but it wasn't fulfilling, you know, until you gave to people. And that made other people happy, making other people happy made me happy. So that's why I enjoy giving to people.
I know exactly what you mean. And did you notice that when you really started to give, you were actually starting to receive so much more?
I received a lot in my life. I'm very grateful.
Should be.
Very
And it's
grateful.
the same. And I hope that everyone today in the audience as well, remember, everything you want in life, make sure to give it out first. Because a lot of people, they give by fear. They think that if I give something, I will lose something. I will not get it back. But that's wrong. The more you give, the more you receive. And that's why we're holding these seminars around the world.
I'm a strong believer in that.
I am as well. And it's the same why that all these people are here today. We want to empower you. We want to give you advice on how we achieved success. And I mean, if we can do it, anyone here can do it, right?
They just need to believe in themselves. That's the
most
power of
important.
the belief.
Correct. And to believe in yourself, you have to see it in your mind at first before it happens. Yeah.
You have to visualize it.
So at 12 years old, you were putting the heavyweight champion belts already on you, and you were already
Yeah, that
saying
was all
being
in my
the
mind.
champion.
That's all I would think about. Yeah, I never thought about anything else.
Did you? A lot of successful people, they use affirmations, they use incantations, they repeat
Absolutely.
stuff.
Day by day, every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. Day by day, and every way, I'm getting better, better, and better. I'm the best in the world. All that stuff.
So you were saying that every single
Every
day.
single day.
Right. I love that technique. That's one of the techniques that I'm also going to talk about tomorrow, affirmations, incantations. And it's a repetition of the things that you want to do, be, or have. And the more you repeat it, the more your subconscious mind opens up to it, and it becomes a belief. And when it becomes a belief, your subconscious mind starts to work for it. It starts to find people around. It starts to put events in together just to bring it back to you even faster, right?
Exactly.
And let's see. I remember when I saw you the first time when you made the tattoo here, where you have here, right, from the movie.
Yeah.
That's the first time I had it. So did you find that the tattoo gave you more positive reactions or negative reactions after having it?
More positive reaction.
Yeah. I love that one. I'll probably do a similar one.
Think you could do it?
It would be pretty cool to stand in your ranch and hold a seminar together like that, what?
All right, I would. I would.
Lastly, summing up success in one word. If you could go back in time and ask your younger self the definition of success, would it be different from what the Mike Tyson of today would answer? What would be the difference?
Success is happiness. You know, you have to be happy. You know, a lot of people are successful, but they never grasp the happiness of success. They just worked hard. I only worked hard, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I do now.
Yeah.
Probably because I was younger than I didn't enjoy much. But I really enjoy my life and my success so much now than I ever did when I was younger.
And you enjoyed every single step from the journey from being 12 until you became the world champion, right?
Absolutely. Even to now, my journey now with my cannabis office, and all that stuff is really intriguing and really fascinating. I'm
Well,
really
you must
excited
be
about
happy
it.
every day having a cannabis ranch.
Absolutely, never sad.
Well, the great Mike Tyson, and it's a big, great honor having him here today.
I was
And
happy
hopefully-
being here. I'm happy being here. And we're in Thailand hanging out. This is really cool.
Yeah. And maybe we'll have our drink tonight or going out for dinner, hopefully,
Okay,
yeah?
I look forward to that. Thank
Me
you
too.
very much.
Everyone, the great Mike Tyson, the legend.
And that's the champion himself, Mr. Mike Tyson, yes!
Thank
And
you.
the incredible MC himself,
buddy.
Andres Pira!
We'll go out that way. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You don't need me, by the way. You don't need me. Hey, you guys, if this is only the first half of the success event, please, because you're here on the weekend and you want to better yourself, give yourself a big round of applause. Yes.